Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me here on my channel again. For those of you who want to hear all about Meghan and Harry, I apologize in advance. I need a break from whinge and cringe. But don't despair. I do have some feelers out about things I have been questioning for a while now. And as soon as I have some semblance of probable answers, I'll be back on the Harkle train, which will likely be sooner rather than later. Today, I want to chat to you about something completely different. How many of you have heard about the mirrored city concept of Saudi Arabia? Well, this is a proposed build of an entire city just 200 meters wide in between two perfectly parallel mirrored walls and said to house apparently or approximately 9 million people. This structure is said to reach about 500 meters in height and will stretch over 106 miles once built. This is apparently the brainchild of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Yes, the same Crown Prince who gifted Meghan those diamond earrings. And if built, it will contain residential, hospitality, leisure spaces, vertical gardens, educational buildings, etc. The building, or the so-called city, has been designed by US-based studios called Morphosis. Included in the building will be a transport system which will connect either ends of the city in just 20 minutes. Now, okay, guys, at this point, I viewed this whole concept as nothing more than someone's vision or fantasy. That is, until I went and did some more homework and discovered other similar plans and concepts. Now, I don't have the time today to go into each one of these, but one specifically and for a specific reason which I wish to highlight to you is Jerusalem of Gold, a building in Jerusalem. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard about Jerusalem of Gold, a prestige housing project in the city center of Jerusalem. Designed to draw overseas buyers and tourism, it was built to house apartments instead of hotel suites, although it operates almost like a hotel. The building also provides meals, a cafe, designer shops, a cinema, basement parking, a games room, swimming pool, spa, sauna, conference room, reception room, and other communal areas. Now, I know the concept of the Jerusalem gold is quite different from the mirrored city concept. But what is clear, particularly if you start looking at other similar projects, is that there is a trend to build self-sustainable communal living spaces on a large scale in certain countries. Now, I'm not someone who knows my Bible all that well. I know the basics, I know the stories and the message, but I have received some very interesting material from a subscriber, and I was keen to go read, learn, and form my own opinion based on what I read. Now, Psalm 122, verse 3 reads, Jerusalem built up, a city knit together. Now, in biblical concept, or in this particular concept, knit together means the uniting of the earthly Jerusalem with the heavenly Jerusalem. Now, I'm no scholar or boffin on history, beliefs, or religions of most countries, but I know enough to know about the destruction of Jerusalem by the Romans. The city lay in ruins, and Jews were forbidden to live within its walls, with a physical and earthly city in ruins, it is logical that the Jewish people clung to the belief of the heavenly Jerusalem. However, it also divided the Jewish faith. Some rabbis believed that the heavenly Jerusalem existed intact regardless of the state of the earthly Jerusalem, and others believed that only when the earthly Jerusalem is restored fully that the heavenly Jerusalem will be realized in full. In most of our time, if you're my age or older, we saw the emergence of the state of Israel and the reunification of the earthly Jerusalem in the Six-Day War in 1967. For some of the Jewish faith, it brought the earthly and metaphysical together. For others, it signaled only the beginning. Okay, so that is your history lesson for the day. I likely got it half wrong anyway. I hope not, though. Well, the concept of unity, the knitting together of people through faith, through work, through family, and so on, is not much different whether you study the Hebrew Bible, including the Torah, the Muslim Quran, or the Christian Bible. It all comes down to the bond between the metaphysical or faith or your belief system and the fallible human in order to provide that mental and or physical strength. The bond between people in terms of standing together, living together, worshipping together, etc. And the idea is that this togetherness will give us strength and perseverance. So, is that what we are actually seeing now? An effort to bring together the metaphysical with the physical in maybe an unconscious way. Is that why we are seeing these huge structures being built and planned in often the most unexpected places, like a desert or in the middle of a historic city, to this day still plagued with discord and terror attacks? Are we seeing the destruction of old norms and institutions because they have become too totalitarian, too prescriptive, too rich, too bombastic, too entitled, and too underhanded to serve any purpose other than to turn the average man and woman into modern day slaves? Or are we about to enter a phase of swapping one sort of slavery for another? I don't know, but I would like to hear your opinion on that. Now, this is in a way part one of what I wish to talk about a little bit more during the course of the week, but I'm not going to make it part one as such. However, over the next few days, it will lead into what I will be talking about otherwise, even if I do not specifically say so. For now, I just want to thank one of my subscribers, and I'm not sure whether she wants her name mentioned or not, so I'm going to play it safe and I won't mention her name. But she had been great helping me with links and information, and I truly appreciate it. I have learned a heck of a lot with her help. Anyway, guys, so I will be back within the next couple of hours or the next day, and I'm going to take this concept and apply it to what I have been talking about, namely the royals. So, until we meet again on the next video, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.